Certo, Altera? È vero. Я не выдержу звонка. L'idea è un lontana
Good afternoon, everyone. I am DRD Sanil from Computer Science and Business System. It's my pleasure to welcome you all for today's hands-on session on entrepreneurial leadership held by Department of Computer Science and Business System. I request Mrs. Yojana Kiran Kumar to escort the dignitaries to the dais. Entrepreneurial leadership is not a path devoid of challenges. Instead, it's a journey marked by the ability to adapt and learn from setbacks. Challenges are not roadblocks, they are the opportunities to innovate and refine our approach. It is with great enthusiasm I extend a warm welcome to our esteemed resource person, Mr. Deepak Raj, Zone Trainer of JCI India. I would extend warm and gracious welcome to our principal, Dr. Nagesh HR. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Manoj Gadiyar, Head of the Department of Computer Science and Business Systems. I extend a heartfelt welcome to Mrs. Yojana Kiran Kumar, Assistant Professor of Computer Science and Business Systems. Now I request Rakshita Bhakta to come forward and introduce our resource person.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is indeed an honor and a pleasure to stand before you to introduce our distinguished guest, Mr. Deepak Raj. Mr. Deepak Raj is a highly experienced expert in risk investigation, currently serving as a manager at Amazon Development Center, Bangalore. With a master's degree in electronics and communication engineering from BTU, he has led a global team in risk investigation at Amazon, earning him the Best Manager Award for the year 2022 and 2023. Beyond his corporate achievements, Mr. Deepak is a distinguished member of Junior Chamber International, JCI. As a founding member of JCI Mangaluru Shrestha, he has received a recognition such as the Best Outstanding JC for Zone 15 in 2021 and the Udyoga Ratna Award in 2023. Currently, he holds the position of Elect Zone Vice President for 2024 in Zone 15 JCI India. In addition to his JCI roles, Mr. Deepak is a renowned soft skill trainer, acknowledged for his excellence in training through awards like the Best Going Participants for Speechcraft and Zone Trainer Workshop in JCI. Prior to his role at Amazon, Mr. Deepak served as an assistant professor at AIET Mudavitri for a decade, contributing significantly as the placement coordinator and IT sector coordinator for Arvas Pragati. His efforts resulted in the organization of Udyoga Melas, providing employment opportunities for thousands of students across the state. From 2017, Mr. Deepak served as the center manager of Cambridge English Language Assessments, earning recognition for the center as one of the top 25 centers of South Asia for quality language training and assessments. Let's join together to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Deepak Raj. His valuable insight and expertise with us today. Once again, a warm welcome to you, sir.
Principal to come forward and share few words of wisdom.
Good afternoon. Respected guest of the day, Mr. Deepak Raj from JCI India. Head of the department, Dr. Manoj Gadiyar, and the staff coordinator Yojana, and the faculty members of CSBS and my dear student friends. Before entering this hall, we were discussing Manoj Gadiyar and Deepak Raj. because your HOD is having very good contact at the national level. Okay. So being the students of CSBS, you have to make use of his contacts, and he has brought in the right resource person. He's having contacts more than Manoj Galia. So you have to make use of the contacts, because you know that yours is a new department, growing department, and you have faced a lot of challenges. And because in front of us, two leaders are already sitting on the dais, and tomorrow I want to see you also become, first of all, the leaders who take the responsibilities, initiatives. Then other people will join along with you. Then once you take the leadership and other part of your activity today, so that will automatically come. First of all, because leaders, if they want to become leaders, they should be ready to take the risk. And if you are not ready to take the risk, you will never become the leader. Leaders are always should be, because for anything, if a good thing happens, nobody will tell about the leaders who led the team. If something goes wrong, everybody will ask who is the lead of the team. So that is why always the leaders should take the responsibility, and a lot of challenges are there. But the experiences you are going to gain once you have taken the leadership, that will be surely help for your professional career. So try to interact with the resource person. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Throughout the day, we'll be joined by esteemed speaker, engage in thought-provoking discussions and participate in activities designed to sharpen our leadership acumen. So prepare for the day filled with inspiration, collaboration, and for the learning that can shape the trajectory of your leadership journey.
Password is right. Afternoon. This is not the kind of good afternoon that I want. A warm afternoon. I know it's easy, but yeah, I understand the dynamics. Also, this is a tough question and brings back a lot of memories, because I have memories of this seminar hall. Probably the year, I don't know if this hall or some other hall in this college, same hall, right? Yeah. Year 2021. Humbles have been here for my first place. It was in Infosys. And I got my good news from this class. Bad news is I didn't join there. But I got my good news from this class. So yeah, brings back memories. And possibly after a decade now, I'm here standing here with some of the different roles that I'm supposed to present. Can I have a good afternoon? All right. So don't worry, I'm not going to go into the subjective details of the topic. I know sitting in an afternoon class, especially a 2 o'clock class after that really lunch, is quite challenging, right? Especially I remember my engineering days. It's especially a dual work for a faculty also to keep engaging the students at the 2 o'clock class. Very difficult. So this topic is something that I've done in the Jain College as well, and the reciprocation was good. So I thought when Dia asked me, sir, what topic? I like, you give me any topic. Give me what does a student do? And we come from a business background. I was quite surprised because that's when I did my engineering. There were only 5 branches. The hardcore branches: mechanical, civil, and commercial. So this is what it had. But now I'm quite surprised to see that the exploring opportunities and they brought the business prospect inside in engineering, which is quite surprising for me also. I was happy to take up this role of the topic called entrepreneurial leadership. How do you pronounce that? And this is the a topic of ages together. How do you pronounce this term? Entrepreneur, 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 entrepreneur. The meaning is the same, right? So my English teacher, because when I was back in teaching for Cambridge English language, he told me it's called entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Right? So let's not go into this. But the topic for me is quite challenging because leadership is something that you don't gain by sitting in the classroom. Hello. Leadership quality is not something that you gain by sitting in the classroom and listening to people like us. Agree? This quality is coming to you when you start doing stuff outside the class. Just before we walked in, I was having a conversation with a study. So he told me uh, something that was very exciting. He told me every day when I wake up, there is a reason for me to come to the college. That keeps me coming, that keeps me engaging. Today, when you woke up, I read. Did you even think that you'd be sitting in a class like this? No, there's no motivation. The only thing that I realized that there was some fellow coming from some place who would be eating ahead after a heavy lunch session. Right? He will not think about it. Yes, right. Thank you for being honest and being fair. This is a bummer. Okay. The reason the young mind is the sharpest mind. Because you engage me in the first 10 minutes whether this topic is going to be worth your time or not. You'll do that for every faculty that walks into your classroom. Right? First 10 minutes is all I needed for my student. There are at least 40 reportees who are reporting on Delhi. And the first 10 minutes is enough for me to understand whether I'm going to hire that person or not. First 10 minutes. Sometimes it is not even 10 minutes. First 5 minutes is more than enough. Right? And I'm sure people sitting here have the sharpest mind who are gauging me right now, whether it is worth listening to this person for the next. Let's see, let's keep it short. Right? Okay. Let's go for it. I have a lot of things that I need to cover. So, what will you hear from me today? There are two topics that join together. One is entrepreneur, and is leadership. So, I got in a topic called entrepreneurial leadership. Right. So, you learn what is the fundamental difference between what is a leader and what is a entrepreneur. Quality is what you need to be with a name called entrepreneur. Are you entrepreneur right now? Sitting like that? So, it is a practice that you need to be entitled to it. I love telling stories. Do you love listening to stories? Yes. I have a lot of stories in my head. Reach them eventually. Decision quality. That morning when you woke up, did you have a decision on your breakfast? No. Your mom decided it. Mom said, okay. So your chef decided it already that you're going to have this today. Do you have options? Do you have a decision there? No, you had a decision. What are the options that you had? Idli and dosa. Again, that's one and the same for me. Second thing is, you have an option of very different from that decision. You have to. What was the kind of decision that you took today? These are predetermined decisions which is practicing you to do the decision that you did. There's no choice like that. Sitting in an engineering college, of the things you don't have choice. It has to be a predetermined choice. But when you step out of this classroom, possibly when you step out of this college, then you start realizing that you will have to take a lot of decisions. Every decision you will have to the decisions that are taken is worth it or not. Agree? God. Well, that's so serious here, right? Okay. There are different types of leadership that will come there eventually. One of the risk factors is again, okay, how to generate super ideas like that. How do you generate super ideas? For to be an entrepreneur, you need to get some ultra high module tech based product into the market. This will grab your eye. Big formula that I need to tell about a super idea. Things are very simple. I'm going to keep it very simple. My favorite topic is this one: conflict management. It's something that I use currently at my organization also. And then finally, we'll end with the 3 C's of entrepreneurial leadership. All right, starting off, leader and entrepreneur. Can you tell me the fundamental difference? Who is the leader? Who is an entrepreneur?
Leader is the one who takes all the risks or can be said as who is meant to take all the responsibilities in a team.
Okay.
Entrepreneur is the one.
He doesn't take this.
No, you need to take risk, but when it comes to it may be like business case ideas or marketing units.
Marketing strategies. All right. Okay. Correct. Yeah, maybe. He's asking the person like all right. The fundamental difference. Let me say what are similar between both of them. Leader in an organization is expected to innovate before you start a company. What company you want to start? You'll have some ideas that you'll have because since you have taken this option of system, business system as well, some ideas. So, possibly after this session. So, all right. So the leader and an entrepreneur has something in common. You are expected to innovate in your role. If you don't innovate, there will be people who will tell you, or possibly you will be reporting to people who will innovate. So we call myself also salaried person. Pay is good, so I'm happy with that. Okay. The second one is you are expected to develop an organization. How do you grow over the period of time? You want to be stuck at an organization which has lower scalability options? Do you want to join an organization which is spread across the world? Yes. Or do you want to become a person who take your organization across the world? Okay. So a leader and an entrepreneur is expected to create an organization as well as develop the organization across the world. Someone read this out for do right things done, doing things. Doing things right is when there is predetermined rules. Then examination you are expected to write exactly for 3 marks for a question which is asked for 3 marks. Predetermined rule. But you will not stick to that rule. You have to explore opportunities and you start doing the things right rather than doing the right things. Challenge the system. What does this? Don't go back to home and that whatever you're doing is wrong. Challenge the system. You need to have right points to do that. Just can't go back and tell this the whole system is wrong, sir. You can't do that. All right. Next week. A very strong word. How often people ask you and how often people tell you? What's the difference between ask and tell? When people ask for suggestions, I already know that I'm going to build a company. I'll give it. I'll give you an example. I'm going to start a company. You give me a random example. I'm going to start on month. A beautiful month. Okay. Now I'm thinking of all the different opportunities. Now he has a logical idea of how to create a monk. But what things can be done? All things can be done. Should I tell you how to do it or should I ask for your opinion? When will you feel inclusive? When I ask or when I tell you, bosses who ask are not expected. Agreed. But bosses who tell are expected. That's the question. Bosses who tell or bosses who ask are respected. Thank you. Give me an example. Will I ask you to do something which you're not familiar with? If I'm asking you to do something which you are not familiar with, should I then be a leader? Should I lead that as an example, like tell you how to do it or show you how to do it? Exactly. These are all the qualities that is expected in the last one. You need to be a constant learner. There was a time when I asked my placement coordinator this question. Why are you putting a cutoff of 70%? Does anyone sitting there know the answer to that? Tomorrow, possibly when you reach the seventh semester, companies who walk into your organization will start telling your placement coordinator, give me students who crack or have cracked 70% across the semester. Okay. Yes. Why is that? Why do you think we do that? Constant learner is a topic, I know that. You're trying to relate it to that, I know that. But tell me why. So this question was bugging me for quite a long time. I went ahead and asked this placement coordinator back then, why are you doing this? And I did not get the answer from the placement coordinator as well. There was one person who came from LNT back in 2011 for my second interview or something. I don't remember, but there was one person who gave me answer for this. He told me, when you're expected to work, things evolve very fast. Possibly the software that I'm using today would be outdated by the time I finish my training. How fast are you able to cope up with 6 subjects on a limited time without perform yourself? Okay. They're not looking at subjects as topics because 90% of there's only hardly 10% of the stuff that you study, you take it along on your organization that you work. Very few, 10% of it. But what they're looking at is how fast you're able to cope up with the topic, how fast you're able to grab that stuff, and then you are able to outperform yourself. This is the quality that they're looking at. That is the first cut of that. So don't think that the certain subject is that we are looking forward for. No. It is exciting because how fast you're able to grab 6 subjects, clear it in a semester, and then present you with another 6 subjects, and then clear it in your next semester without any backlogs. That subject or that topic is a terror. And then you need to inspire. Inspire the way you present yourself, inspire the way, because unless and until you don't inspire the people around you, don't inspire. You have to get inspired. Right. All right. Okay, let me wrap this up. Every time I say hello, say hi. That's I've been listening to that quite from a long time. No, I want you to say yes, yes, yes. The last one, hello. Yes. So I said when I say hi, when I say hello, I want you to say yes, yes, yes. Hello. The whole class here. Hello. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hello. Thank you. The qualities that you need. Get an idea, get a product done. If no, you'll start working for people like me. And I extract everything from you, all their qualities. Because I want to get my things done. That's the role of a manager. Right? You need to be open for change. Some people have a rigid mindset that I have whatever I say is right. No, no, no. Python programming is the only solution for this problem. You are not going to look into other options. No, Python is the answer. Rigid mindset. Have you had this problem? I had this. I had a project mate called Danish. was rigid, telling me that MATLAB is the solution for everything. My project went like this, down the hill. Right. So possibly when he was open for changes, we could have explored opportunities there. But then great difficulty, we were able to crack that project. Right. Human relations. How good are you with human relations? Very good. How many friends you have? How many? How many? How many? When was the last time you spoke to your 10th standard friend who are not in this one? What's the point of having all this conflict? Possibly now we are interacting more to the people who are connected on a regular basis. Right? But you're not interacting with people who are not in useful here. Possibly in the future, when you need an investment, you will remember a 10th standard who was very rich. Possibly I have to ask for investment. Business idea pitchings. Tell you, no, he's asking for money. I said hi, how are you? Without expecting anything. And sometimes when you ask something, expecting something, it will work. This is how you maintain human relations on a very simplistic form. Agreed? Be a role model. You need to look up to people. If unless and very sure there are people who look up as a role model. Your role model. Fine. You are asking too many questions for me. I'll go to the girls. Girls will have usually good role models. The one who came to the experience guy. Yeah. Okay. Do you have a role model? Thoughts. Do you have a role model? Why do you think she's your role model? What qualities get attractive? We have a role. Is that the quality because you want to be very simple in life? She had. She had everything. No, no, they made everything. She did not have everything. He and Narendra Murthy together made stuff. Right? So you want to be someone like that. Like you need to find a person who said to do everything. You stand as a say behind every successful man, there is a rigid lady standing right behind her. She wants to be something like that. No, don't be that role model. There are other things, but Sudhamurthy not that. I'll give you a couple of examples possibly later. But guys, do you have a role model? I asked Dia, don't tell me your sister is a role model, please. Who is your role model? You seek inspiration from everyone. That's a very diplomatic answer. Yes. Who is your role model? No one. No, your best friend. Your father is your role model. And why do you think your father is your role model? Your father is? He's a businessman and you like the way he deals with business. What quality attracts? Risk and confidence. Beautiful answer. I love people who are confident. I don't love people who are overconfident. Be confident, but be a person who takes risk. Even when you want to take a decision of moving from one organization to another, possibly after your first job, which you feel right now is very, very important for you. 2 years down the line, you might feel I need to find another job. Might have seen your seniors, they don't stick to one place, they're jumping jacks. Better package, jump here. Better package, jump here. Same thing I did. I'm a jumping jack as well. Tomorrow, some other organization comes and tell me, I'll pay you more, I'll go. Because I am not needing that organization. But tomorrow, when you own an organization, do you need people who are jumping jacks? No. Right. So when can you stop this jumping jack from jumping? When you have that quality as a role model. I stick to a certain place because there are people who inspire me. I feel that there are a lot of things that I can take from this person. I realize there is nothing more that I can expect from this person. Just change the bond. Once you feel I've taken everything from this person, done. Go to the next one. Because we are all here for a progressive mindset. Agree? Okay. Definition of an entrepreneur, but I'm going to the last part where it says you need to take decision that reactive. What is proactive and reactive? It's proactive. What is reactive? I'll give you an example. Building a very strong shore, seashore, after the tsunami was hit, was a reactive method. Building a strong shore before the tsunami was hit, anticipating that tsunami would have come, is called proactive. What do you need to do? You need to anticipate everything before you start up a business. Because when you start working for someone, you don't have to worry about all this. Because what the boss will tell, work on this is what I want at the end of the day. You'll sit and start working for that. For the end of the day, you're getting paid for that. But tomorrow, when you lead a company, or when you start up a company, the things that you need to worry about is all the anticipation, starting from the investments, the risks involved in the market, everything will come into hand. Agree? All right. Okay, coming to these startups in India. Now the question and answer sessions, right? The last one there. Recognize this. There is a tendency that India may startups fall. What do you say? Right, sir. These are all the companies which are started in India. Do you use this app? Who uses this app? Great. Usually people who start working and they will have a credit card, right? That's when I started downloading this. Every credit card bill I pay via credit because credit will start giving me wonderful. Right. So this was started in India. Thank you for the answer. No. A one-stop solution for all your accounting problems if you have a company. Skid.ai. Farm Easy was started in India. It's very simple. Pharmaceutical. Or you need any pharmaceutical medicines, I will deliver it to your home. Done. A simple one. Is it? No. Huh? These are all the apps. These are the things that you need to start worrying about rather than your Instagram or Snapchat or whatever it is. Misho, this is something that yes, why? Shopping. Stock market. How many people have actually invested on stocks? No, very good, man. I'm very happy. The only way, the safest way to make money once you start getting earning money is start investing. Start investing on stocks. I invested on a particular stock when I got out of the college. When my friend was started working in TCS, he told me, take TCS stock. I didn't have a lot of money back then. But I invested 20,000 back then for TCS stock. And that 20,000 turned out to be 1,40,000 in the span of almost 10 years. This is the only best investment that I've done in my life. So that was not via growth, though. So some other app. So using rather than spending all those money, start investing on stuff which will give you returns by the time you get out of college. Right. Familiar. That. It is again a B2B approach. What is B2B? Business to business transactions, right? The person who made Dream 11, you have seen that dream, right? Person, a fat fellow sitting on the money, sleeping on the money, he's doing that. He's making a lot of money out of that. Interact. Really worked out for these people. The only thing is they were very keen to observe what are the stuff that is happening. They were able to identify the need. Listen to the statement. They were able to identify the need, find the need. Then that is where the solution is. Right. Who's alone is going to answer who is this. This is the part where I come learn from stories. You love listening to stories? Yes. Who is this person? No. Thank you for no, no, I lost it. That's okay. I don't need that. Okay, then this is the story of a person who started working at a very small age. Very the her mother used to work as a dishwasher. Right next to that, right next to the mother, this person used to start working on. His only intention was to make the best dish. He was very fascinated with shoe. Alright, the person's name is that and that he improved the shoe. Everyone can make a shoe. Tomorrow I can also design a shoe sitting tomorrow. Right? He did wonders with that shoe. What he did is he started improvising on stuff. You give a shoe to 10 days after this, I'll meet her how is the shoe. These are the pain points of the shoe. What do you think that I can improvise? This is how the customer feedback is something that you keep asking every day in and day out. What is the best thing that I can improvise on a shoe? Finally, he understood that the larger market is with the athletics of Germany. What he did is he sponsored the shoes for the entire athletic team, for the football team in 1954. And 1954, the athletic team won the World Cup. That was enough for the marketing. And then his business bombarded. What he did with the athletics is he started talking to the athletes every day in and day out. What is your dream? And what is the best thing that I can do to ensure that you achieve that dream? Why do you feel uncomfortable? Why was that shot not clear? What are the dynamics that I need to change in the shoe? Every small detail he started working. And then, my friend, the three stripes made wonder in this world. Sure, at least once in your lifetime, you must have worn the Van shoes. Not the ones that you get local with three stripes. The actual ones. They actually work on a lot of stuff in terms of the suspicion that your feet are the foot feels, right? One example. So what he listened to the dreams, he listened to the pain, and listened to the needs of the customer. Tomorrow you want to start up something. I am not here to give you an idea. If I am here to give you an idea, I would have started that idea. I'm asking you to look out for that one opportunity. If you have any plan, well, read his story, read his pain, read his needs. Right. The second person is a beautiful lady. I like it. So these stories don't come in your what do you say? What do you think? The finger exercise that we do every day. Instagram. Stories. These people don't come often on your stories. That's how you don't realize this stuff. Right. Whitney once and third. Whitney was third. Have you heard this app called Bumble? How do you know this app? What is that? A dating app. How is Tinder different from Bumble? Very simple fundamentals we realize. Tinder has a lot of cracks in the platform who constantly keep picking the best matches. Crawl that. Everything. Kuch bhi chalega. That's. A person who worked in Tinder, very big relationship because of that. Twice from Tinder, she walked out of that company and started an organization called or a company called Bumble. Bumble, right? Yeah, Bumble. That is I would use that. Women need to be empowered. It's only girls who initiate a conversation. Very simple idea. Very simple idea. Guys can't do anything. Only the girl can initiate. Very simple idea. That's all she did there. Then she ensured that the platform will never entertain any limit images. For which She started the company in Texas, and because of Texas law, she passed a law telling that the platform will never use this images or whatever the images are shown. This happened in a span of 10 years. One small change is all she noted. And then she made that. What did she do? Her life experience, she made it as a business experience. She had a very bad relationship then. She understood that by changing the small things, I can make wonders. He did that. Again, you don't have to look out for big ideas that work out. Very simple thing which is already existing will also help. All right. Okay. Why these people? Use this. Oh. Then was working in Australia as a faculty to teach desktop designs. She felt the apps like Adobe Photoshop too complicated to be understood. Let's try to learn in Photoshop once. That's too complicated for me. Yes. Hello, posters I designed from Canva. So, but she felt she pitched into almost 100 investors who did not feel the idea was worth it. Only thing she changed was the strategy of pitching for ideas. She felt that I like to make my presentation better, the pitching strategy better. That worked out for her. She went ahead with telling the stories of what can be changed. She went ahead with graphical images of what can be changed, and then things worked for her. Brent Perkins has currently across 160 million customers in Canva across 190 countries. And this happened again in a span of less than 10 years. Pitching ideas effectively works. Next, again, I'm sure you don't know this person as well. Because today, couple of days back, even I didn't know this person. I'll be very frank about it. When I started exploring some papers, is when I got this person's name. Neil Blumenthal. Warby Parker, you've heard this. This is not a Indian based company, so you must have never heard about it. In US, to have glasses, you need prescription. You know that. Here, you go to local store, they give you 100 rupees. And then you have 10 images. Posting 20 images like that. But a person who has genuine eye problem, genuine eye problem, needs a prescription. So when Neil was studying for his MBA, he lost his glasses. Right before the examination. He started looking for prescriptions everywhere and he lost his prescription. Find a solution for this, or I need to design such lenses which are very cheap because prescribed lenses are very costly, very expensive. Woke up in the middle of the night, he wrote a mail to three of his friends. Or along with him, I guess it is. Then there was another person called Wana. I don't remember the third person. Four of these guys together started this company. Beautiful concept they did is for them, customers were very important. Very simple, customer-centric approach they did. Well, they started a website, again, online business website. The second thing that they worked is I sent out 5 designs to you for one order. You can select which fits in best, or you can return that. Got it? I'll send you 5 options. You select something from my shop today. I'll send you 5 lenses. You check which is better and 4 you return back. That option we gave the customer. Because customers always complain. There is always, why do you go to a prescription? Because you want the exact value, exact thing. I'll give you 5 options. Decide one that's not from it. You can return the 4. Idea work. Another idea I told that I'm going to sell it for very cheap. $50 is what he costed for one prescription. It might seem very costly for you because in India we get it for a prescribed lens is costing you around 8 to 9K. 95 is almost same. Indian price he gave it in US marketplace. And the last thing that he told us, every time a customer buys a prescribed lens, I'm going to give one prescribed lens to a person who can't afford it. Customers, oh my God, this is a God. What a person. Let me buy from him. Very simple ideas he put it. With the only concept that customers are my the customer's service is what matters. Alright. Stories are very interesting. Never heard about all this. Couple of days even I did not hear about it. It's a good. Okay. Do you ace the decision quality? I need two people from there. I need two guys. One girl and one guy. You'll have to come forward. Or I'll ask here to select. Yeah. Do the honors. Tell me who you want to select. Huh? I want two of them. Then they'll do. Then they'll start telling you later. Why did you come in? Right? Okay. All right. Oh, there's one person sleeping there. No, they will sleep this. Why do you need decisions? Oh, sorry, not now, later. Can you take a sheet of paper and a pen from your bag? This is an excellent, well, this is an excellent activity. Have you ever done this activity? Does anyone know this activity, lost at sea? No. Very interesting, I'll tell you. Take a sheet of paper. So, hello. I don't want you to discuss. I don't want you to discuss. Your own thing. Your own thought process into it. If you need to understand this activity, you need to listen to me. Hello. The last three activities is this. Imagine you are having cruise. You are traveling in a leisure cruise with not your friend. Because all your friends are going to die. Something happens in mid of some random place in the night. Ship is sinking. There is a lifeboat. Somehow you manage to get into the lifeboat. Then you are able to grab 6 stuff. Because anything more than that, even the lifeboat will sink. 6 items. The first item that you were able to say. Okay. So the saving mirror is what he got. He kept it inside. Second thing, put it inside. 25 liters of water can. Someone was able to see floating minutes. And it's lifeboat. Bottle of rum. 160% concentrated rum. But I'm happy now. Even if I'm dying gracefully. 60% concentrated. A box of chocolate, and finally a mosquito net. Alright. I want you to create a table like this. Four, you have to write down the items. This axis is Y, right? The Y axis. Alright. Saving mirror, back of portion, 25 liters bottle of rum, box of chocolate, and a mosquito net. See, the next column says your ranking. When I say ranking, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You decide for yourself for your survival in the sea. Listen to my instructions very well. For your survival in the sea, till you find help, which are the things which is important for you? Start with the highest priority to the lowest priority. Guys, rum, you need to prioritize. Okay. Done. Let me know. Right is decide the saving mirror is important. And if it is important, out of 1 to 6, 1 being the highest, 6 being the lowest, which is important. You just have to write 1, 2, 3 against whichever item is important for you. Guys, this is an individual activity. Done. Again, did you listen to my conversation? I said, opt to prioritize the items such way that you survive in the sea for the longest. Survive in the sea for the longest. Thank you for putting 6 for the problem. Hello. Quality, I tell you that this is quality. The table next to you, this is the actual rankings. There is a second column, right? Previously, this was your column. Actual rankings. The second, third column. That is where you need to put this marks. Saving mirror is number 1. Saw people writing number 6 there. Point. I'm giving explanation here. What is your point? You are the lifeboat. Survival. Yourself, you need to send out signals for help. Send out signals for help. Can't do that. Why is ocean number 5? See, sense of direction. Ocean is not going to do you anything good. Why is bottle of water important? Obviously for hydration purposes. Right. Bottle of rum is 4. Right? From the needs that I was thinking about. Bottle of rum is 160%. If you are hurt, it is the best way to get. If you have any septic injuries, that would be antiseptic solutions. A bottle of chocolate, yes, exactly, because you don't have any food items left. Mosquito net. Number 6. Not a fish. You think with a mosquito net you get a fish. Huh? Mosquito net is useless because in the middle of ocean there is no mosquito. There is no mosquito. And I have not given this ranking. The Coastal Guard Services of US did this exercise, then they gave this rank. So what you need to do is your ranking, actual ranking, find the difference. For example, your ranking is 6, the actual ranking is 1. 6 minus 1 is 6. Actual ranking is 6. And total your here I want you to the difference and then find the sum of the difference. Whatever you got. Next one. Percent. Between 0 and 5. The sum is 0 and 5, between 0 and 5. No. If you have got 0 to 5, you have the best survival instinct. Your decision quality is top notch. 6 to 11. Survive. It's a lot of struggle. See, 12 to 16. Just was not about your luxury. Survival is so yeah. So where I want to take here. This guy here. Story to her. You need to give me a solution for the story number 1. What do you see in the story number 1? Some money on the walking away from it. You imagine you're walking towards. Okay. You find the money on the road. Imagine that day morning, a father gave her 1,000 rupees to go and give it to a person who is in need of that. Maybe some business transaction. But the day before that, she lost 1,000. Day before that, she lost 1,000 rupees. Now her father has given her that 1,000 rupees, telling that you need to go and pay it to the bank. She lost that 1,000 rupees, which her father gave. Now she's walking in the street, imagining my dad gave me 1,000 rupees to give it to somebody else. I already lost it. That's when she sees this money. 2 notes of 500 lying down. All right. 2 notes of like now her decision is very simple. What she needs to do towards her right. Towards her right. What reason right? Okay. Towards her right is a temple. Towards her left, there is a person who is very hungry and in very need of that money. He's begging for that. Towards my right is a temple. Towards my left is a person who is in need of that money. She is also in need of that money. Steps ahead, there is a police station. Steps ahead, there is a decision. Your dad gave you 1,000. You lost it. Tomorrow you're walking, you found that 1,000. Somebody's 1,000 rupees. Okay. Now you are in a dilemma. Because towards the right side, there is a temple who is watching you. God is watching you. Towards your left side, there is a person who is in need of that money. So close, begging for that money. Steps ahead, there is a police station. I don't want fancy answers, genuine answers. She says, I'll give it to the guy who is in need of it. I'm still okay with taking readings from my dad. I'm not okay with that person being like that. I'm going to give it. Someone in this room who is contradicting this and would want to do something else. Yes. What would you do?
I'll take the money.
You will take the money. Hey, God, I'll do something else for you too. No, don't worry about it. I'll have to worry about myself.
God himself.
Any other decision that you would like? There is a reason I have placed certain places everywhere in the story. Any other decisions? No. One says that 1,000 rupees is mine. The other one says, no, I'm going to give it to the needy. Anyone who would say that I'm going to put that money in the temple? No. Once it's given, I go back to God. Is there anyone in the class who would go and tell like there is somebody must have lost his 1,000 rupees and go and give it to the police station? Provided it doesn't come in their pocket. Exactly. Not decision making. What is the best apt solution? I don't know. And counter situations like this, there is no real solution for this. But what is the apt answer? He said, I'm going to give it to the. Why do you want to give entire 1,000 rupees there? I take it to the hotel, maximum 100 rupees. 900 rupees, still you can give it. Well, ask my dad, 900 rupees, he'll be more happy. 100 rupees I'll give. The God loving person will tell, no, God is looking at me. I will go and give it that way. Then other person telling that I'll go and give it to the police station, person who might have lost it. There are people who are good willing, they might have gone and given it back to the police station. Point as search said, police don't put it inside their pocket. Different solutions. Exactly when you start something of your own, you will counters like this, which doesn't have an apt solution. You just need to find the best solution. There is no concrete solution, there is only best solution. Thank you so much. Nothing to clap about. The second story, my adventurous friend, went into a desert. You lost your tracks. You're supposed to reach somewhere. You lost your tracks. You lost your group. You are walking in an unknown destination. Found a hut. Kilometers in the four directions, you don't find anything. Kilometers, you don't. The only source of water that you have is exhausted. When you walk into that hut, listen to the story. When you walk into that hut, there is a hand pump inside the hut. You know hand pump. Have anyone used the hand pump? Right. There is a speciality of hand pump. So the hand pump to give water, you have to give some water initially. Little water we have to put it inside, and then when we start pumping, the water will come out. Okay. Corner of that room, there is a bottle which is half filled. Okay. A bottle which is half filled with water. And there is an instruction below. Use this, the initial water as the for the pump. And also that once you have your water, keep the water half filled for the next person who would need the water. Now you have that choice. You don't know whether that rusty hand pump will work or not. You are about to die, you have at least 1 liter of water. So you will drink the water, or you will trust God and use the hand pump. Oh my God. So I don't know. What are you going to do? You will trust God and okay, you will trust God. Okay, which is the apt solution? I tell you why. Half a liter of water, if you would have been greedy and if you would have had water, how long can you survive? But there is infinity solution of water in that. Either way, if you would have had that half a liter of water initially, you would have definitely died. Left it and God, it keep something. Somehow that worked. He had that water, so he left another half bottle there. This is another solution which has a story where the decision making is also sometimes about your life survival. You will encounter such decisions in the future as well. Alright. So, my very simple. Any decisions that you take, think about the subject that you want to opt after engineering, if you're doing higher studies, or the placement for a specific company that you're looking for, or tomorrow you want to create a product of your own. What are the things that you need to do, or what are the factors that you need to consider before taking a decision? Because I will start a gold product. In the market, there is already gold products. What more innovations can you do? You need to start finding data. How many people are already producing this? What is the price they are doing? At what price they are selling it? What is the market price? What is the processing fee? All those things you need to. So you need some kind of data, right? Only when you have a graph data, only then you're going to take a decision on that. Read. What did you do in this story? Did he analyze the situation, or even in the story of that ship, did you analyze the situation before you took the decision? I saw Ram, they got excited. They gave it higher ranking. That doesn't work out like that. Sometimes we get emotional to such a decision, which cannot be right when you do the decision. All right. So yeah, define objectives, collect data, develop options, evaluate and finally take an implement. Decisions should be instinctive. Instinctive decisions cannot work always. Please remember, any life decision that you take, you need to do some kind of ground analysis. For example, North Korea. The second model is called License Spy. The least spy model. What does he do? This model. See the Shark Tank. What do you do? Ideas. Invest share. So much share. You give me this money. That's why you do X or Y, whichever you see fit. I won't return. He'll set one rules and then he'll leave it. He'll not even decide whether you're doing it right or not because he wants money. This is called laissez faire model. The last one is democratic model. India is a democratic country. The decision doesn't go downwards. The decision comes upwards. Understand the need. Understand the requirement. Based on that requirement, let me take leadership decisions. This is called the democratic model. For you to start a startup or an entrepreneur, to be an entrepreneur, which leadership model works? Democratic? Again, need should come from, because I told you it's not always about ask. Sorry, it's not always about tell, it is about ask. I'll give you another two slides. It's called informational transactional. Transactional leadership. For example, for transactional leadership, realistic targets. You achieve the target, you gain something. Don't achieve the targets, you're done for. This is called it's transformational. Form your team to gain the goal. Now to be an, I spoke about leadership. Now I'm telling you to be an entrepreneurial leadership goal. What kind of leadership models you need to pick from this one and the previous slide? It has to be a democratic, transformational model. This is what you need to follow in any organization that you work. Democratic. And if you feel that the leadership model is deviating from any of these models, leave that way. You'll never be happy. It has to be, let me repeat, democratic, transformational model. These are the types of leadership models that you need to watch out. Risk factors. What is the maximum risk that you take? My friend is going to start a soda. What is going to start a company? What is the risk that you take? Yeah, you are only going to start. For you to start a company tomorrow, with the best plan, what are the challenges that you see? One is investment challenge. Second, market. Okay, market risk. Third one, bullseye, man. You're giving me the right answer. Interest. Customer is what you're trying to do. Okay, customer needs. This is the exact entire life cycle of a company. The first stage, what you see, is called seed and development. You have an absolute brilliant idea. You seed those ideas. You put it on a development phase, which is called the prototype. The first model that you do. All right. Then what you do? You decide that my model is perfect. This model is going to do wonders in the market. Decide I'm going to start a startup on this one. Golisana, for example. Here, this is going to make wonders. He's going to start a startup. The third one is growth and establishment. This is where you start looking for investors. You start going for investors. When you go for investors, what do you need to do? You need to pitch in for. You need to pitch in for ideas. 80% of the time, the person who creates the idea is not a good communicator. So you need a team of people who are good at pitching for ideas. Then, to establish yourself, you're looking out for expansion opportunities. Ideas to Bangalore itself, I'm going to limit my ideas in that state, nation of the world, goal of the world. Expansion opportunities. The last one is what we call the final stage of the cycle is called the deadline. So usually in the entire market scale, there is a time for market. What I call time to market. To market term. I'll give an example for time to market. It is Nokia. Nokia is a brilliant example for time to market. They were hesitant to move from the static model to the screen model. Just a delay. Even then, possibly after 2 to 3 years, they realized their mistake. They came into the market. By then, some other market already took over that was Samsung. So even though you have a product, if you don't deliver that product on the right time in the market, when the customer need is high, your product is never going to be a success. You need to know that the demand is very high outside. If there is no demand, don't create that product. Alright, so time to market is a term that you need to be very careful of. So risk factors, someone told me market risk. Brilliant. So ideas will work or not. Ideas credible enough. Are you open enough to change those ideas? Yes, some people may say no, that is also a risk. Somebody already told me investor risk. The last one is expert opinion. Possibly, I might be very good at doing a product, but I might be very bad at marketing the product. Everything about the product. I might take an expert opinion. Even though you take an expert opinion, will that work? Expert opinion not from 1%, 5 to 6%. Again, cost will involve. These are all the different kind of risk factors. Generating super ideas. How much more time do we have? I'll finish this part. Okay, this book, Aman Gupta. Have you seen him in Dark Tank? Okay. I will skip this activity for now. How to generate super ideas? You don't need to be genius. You don't need to be a person who is artistically skilled, or you don't need to be a person who is creative to start a business. This unconditional thought said that entrepreneurship is not for me. Because I am not genius, I am not creative, and I am not artistic. Definitely, no, you don't have to do this. Because I'll give you examples. Anyone can have a super idea by doing very simple things. I'm going to tell you what those simple things are. First one, find a problem. If you don't have a problem, you don't have to give a solution. Do you have a problem? You want a problem. Ideas are solutions for everyday problems. You just have to find a pattern on your life scale. Slowly, I love this story. There was a person who was stranded in the airport. He wanted to travel to one place. He was stranded on an airport, so he did not find his flight. So what he did, he also saw that he called his assistant. He ordered for a private charter because he wanted to immediately go to that place. Private charter. Will it cost money? Go from here to Bangalore in totally filled aeroplane will cost you 4,500. A chartered plane will cost you around 2.5 lakhs. Right. Understood. So he got an order. Then he also saw that in the airport there were a lot of people who also wanted to travel to that place. What he did was he understood that the opportunity. Instead of taking chartered planes, he took money from all the customers. He reserved zero space in his chartered plane, put them everyone on the plane, he made money out of it. Person built this idea was nothing but Richard Branson from Virgin Airlines. Simple idea. Virgin Airlines, this is how he made idea. He did not have idea of investing inside. He found the problem. He did a solution. You need to be genius there? No. Do you need to be artistic there? No. Do you need to be skilled? No. So that's a simple problem which found a solution. The second thing that you need to listen to problems. Sometimes you may not be able to see the problem. You'll be able to listen to problems. Another story of this. Many people are familiar with a term called Botox. Botox. The wonder solution which will keep you eternally young. Movie stars use it. You have seen people who are like 50, 60 but still act like, who still look like 20 or 25. How? I don't know what he takes. But Botox is a solution. But initially, Botox was not used for enhancing your beauty. It was actually a solution for a fungal in your stomach. There was some food product which created diarrhea to an entire party. Those food products were taken to the lab to find what went wrong. Then they understood that there is a treatment. For that treatment, whatever they did for that bacteria is nothing but Botox. Later they realized that Botox can be given to eyes impairment problem. So this lady, so the solution was already there. Botox is already there. The only thing she did is, while she was injecting that next to the eyes, one of the customers told, Master, by this way you put it here. My muscles are very relaxing. I felt very young. Only one statement that customer gave. That's because he misplaced the injection. And that's when they realized that solution can also keep you eternally young. And this lady made money out of it. The gene helpers, that's how we pronounce it. Botox was not started from this lady. She just knew where to place it. Just listening to a problem, she was able to make millions out of it. This person is Henry Ford. I'll give you the name. Henry Ford. Who is the founder of Ford. The only thing that he saw that his cars had demand. But the people who worked for him were very stringent, telling that I'll only work from 9 to 6. So he saw that in the clock of 24 hours, his workers only worked for 8 hours. There were 16 hours of opportunity. He was the person who started night shift. He hired 3 scales of people. One who worked for 8 hours, the next 8 hours, the next 8 hours. He was able to keep his production running for round the clock by just observing the demand. That person was none other than Henry Ford of Ford Motor Company. First one I said, you need to look for problems, find the problem, then listen to a problem. Here, look around for problem. The last one is very simple then. Write down your idea. Whenever you find an idea for a problem, write it down because ideas. Because if you don't write it down, ideas will. Google was an example of writing down the idea when it popped in. So that person. He got an idea of an algorithm of creating a search engine. He found that he can do it. The night he woke up, whatever rough ideas he got, he brought it on a sheet of paper and then he slept off. Because will you remember what you read? Next day, no. When he remembered, he wrote it off. Next day, he woke up, he worked on his analysis of the algorithm, and that's how he found. Sometimes, I don't know, your ideas might pop out in your sleep as well. It will be very okay, so simple ideas, I can grab it. Okay, conflict management, I don't think I'll be able to cover. That's a wonderful talk. Let's skip that part.
So I think we can cover it for 5-10 minutes more.
Yes. How many of you all have watched this movie? Our era must have seen this. So much. What is the story about? This is the custody of a child. Mother. It's the same date of promotion. Conflict. This is no conflict. Siblings fighting over a remote in your house. This is conflict. This type of conflict. Second one. Show me your voice. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm not that. So basically, just catching a hold of it. Tell me the story of movie. Is that about the same guy? He is in conflict with whom? Exactly. The second type of conflict is where you have a conflict with your own self. He shouldn't be tempted with bribes. But if you see the movie, the hero is not ideology of a hero. Even though after listening to people like this, they feel like, okay, let me go and explore, but their inner self will pull him. No, don't do it. So he's in conflict with himself. So the second type of conflict is within yourself. The third one, who's watched this movie? What's happening here? Man versus nature. Conflict here is man versus nature. If you are on a boat, overturning the ocean, overturning the boat that you traveled, whom did you blame? Nature. Your conflict is with the nature. There's a deadly virus turning you into a zombie. Again, the conflict is with it. Nature. These are the third type of conflict. The fourth type of conflict. What this movie? Shakde. Here the movie is he's in conflict with a system. He is not okay with the system of hockey which was there. So his fight was not those 11 ladies or whatever the number of ladies. To show the system that this can be done. The conflict is between the man and the society or a system. Examples: PD CEO versus honest employees. Students think school policies. Phones should be allowed inside the classroom. Right. So, this I will skip for this now. 5 steps on how you can avoid this kind of conflicts. Very simple, right? This graph is something that even today I use. It's called goal versus relation. I'll give you a very simple example. Can you see in the x-axis, I've told the importance of relationship, and in my y-axis, it is the importance of goal. Okay. You are a part of a project. A project comprises of how many people? Hello. 4 people, right? So imagine when you are in a team of 4, all 4 people have some kind of bonding with you. That is called relation. Goal is to do the best project. Goal is to do the best project. Relation with your project mates is the relation. When the relationship is low and the goal is low, that means if there is a 5th person from some other classroom trying to interrupt your project, telling you wrong ideas, he's interrupting your goal, he's interrupting his relationship is also not important. Avoid such kind of people. When you are in conflict with a person who is not aligned with your goal and he's a person which you are not interested to keep a relationship, avoid it. Second example. The goal is very important. In the group of four, there is one person which you hate. You hate that person for unconditional reasons. You hate that person for unconditional reasons. What is the goal? What is the goal? He might be good in presentation. He might be a bad person in keeping the relationship. In order to succeed in that project, my goal is important, not the. So your relationship is low, your goal is high. Compete with that person. Compete with that person because the goals are one and the same. If the relationship is high, for example, there is a person from some other group who you are very close to. He is not working on your project. So your goal is low, but he is very close to you. He is very close to you. Has nothing to do with your goal. Accommodate his goal. You tell, no, I will do it for you, no problem. Come. This is called accommodating. When your goals are high, and when your relationship is high, that's when you do the collaboration model. We call it collaboration model, hand in hand model, compromising model. That we do using the care approach. The care approach means C is to communicate. When you don't talk to a problem, when you don't talk about a problem, who is in law? Your goals are compromising, your relationship is compromising. The first thing is to listen to the problem, you will be able to collaborate. That was. Why do you have conflict? Conflict. My wife going to a restaurant, she tell I want porota chili. I will tell I want biryani. Not we compromise. Different options. Conflict with someone, there are different options. Review every option. Take the best option. When you should always conflict should go with win-win approach. Yes, sir.
After the time, husband, wife, there is no conflict. Whatever right that it is wrong.
That is our we can't tell that. Some conflict. See, after 1 minute, he also said that I can't. I'm not aligned with the ideas I'm working on because he is also accurate according to my so last topic of the day of entrepreneurship is every leadership factor will have two things. One is called mindset outcome, one is behavioral outcome. Curiosity. You are curious about your idea, you're curious about looking for options. Behavioral model. Ideas within yourself. How will I know that you have an idea? You are curious about something. How will I know you are curious about something? Exactly. Exactly. Communicate your curiosity. Convert that mindset model into a behavioral model. Unless and until you in your brain. Second C is creation of value. You might have an idea. What's creation of value? Mindset model says change your model. You have the idea, right? Somehow you told it to your friend, this is my idea. Your friend will tell that, no, your idea is. Yes. So someone is giving you value added, put it in relationship with the fact. I'm not going to take it. Will you do that approach? Or will you actually take the suggestion from the other person? Yeah. This is where you make the value addition of people across the creation of value to your project. The last C, because I am going to stop this with telling your net worth. What is your net worth? Zero. Probably my net worth is zero. Your net matter in your account. If you have no people acknowledging that you have 1 crore in your account, zero. Account. If there is no people acknowledging the fact that you have 1 crore in your account, worth is your network. Strong is your contacts with everyone. I have 4,000 people. To make contacts such that the 4,000 are ready to invest on you. It's the kind of network you need to have in your network. This one is the curious about your ideas. So now, value. The last one is fundamental needs of any entrepreneur leadership. This is a quick recap. Remember what we spoke with the last one? The first one. Decision quality. Remember what we did? We asked two people to come here, say a story. Then 5 steps. The second one, what are the leadership types that we need to follow? What kind of leadership model we need to follow? Democratic. Steps to place. The last one is all the other things. Follow the collaborative model. 3 C's of communication. Communication. Entrepreneurial leadership. With this value. Next steps is have a problem. Look out for a problem. So much for this opportunity. For giving this opportunity and working on the last half hour. Ten percent you understood what I spoke.
I request Dr. Manoj Gadiyar, HOD, to present a letter of appreciation to Mr. Deepak Raj. Before we bring this memorable gathering to a close, I would like to call Shravya to come forward and extend a heartfelt gratitude.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shravya R from CSBA, stand before you with heart full of gratitude and appreciation. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the oath of thanks. First and foremost, I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to our distinguished speaker, Mr. Deepak Raj. Your insights into the leadership qualities have been enlightening and empowering. Your wisdom shared today will undoubtedly serve as a guiding light for all the students gathered here. Thank you, sir. Heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Nagesh H. Shah, Principal, Kendra Engineering College, for supporting all the progressive moves held in our department. Thank you, sir. To Dr. Manoj Kadiyar for spending his valuable time with us. Thank you, sir. Professor, Department of CSBS, for investing time and efforts in coordinating this practical session. Thank you, ma'am. I would also like to thank Ms. Dia Gisani, class representative, for putting effort in identifying and inviting resource person. Thank you, Dia. But not the least, I thank all the faculties and my dear friends who actively participated in today's session, making it a memorable and enriching experience. Let us continue to inspire and empower each other on our professional careers. Thank you, one and all.